Welcome Aquarius to your energy reading for what you need to hear at this time. You clicked on this video because there's something within this reading you're meant to hear. So of course, take what makes sense for you and your story. If anything does connect for you, if you don't mind supporting with a like, comment, subscribe, it really does help me out a lot as I am a new YouTuber. But thank you so much for your time and energy and support, and welcome in. Glad to have you here. I'm going to start out your reading with a few cards from this astrological deck, and then I will go into the tarot for further in-depth messages. But let's see where we go for you, Aquarius. Hope you are doing well. And let's see what Spirit wants to say. So we have Mars energy talking about move forward and defend yourself. So I don't know if there's been a lot of tension surrounding you, or maybe having to do with other people. I don't know if there's something that you are trying to accomplish or move towards, that maybe you're feeling stress, anxiety, frustration, anger even around, but or there's just a lot of intensity. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be negative. Not to say that Mars is negative. Mars is ruled by Aries, so maybe you have Aries in your chart or dealing with one. I'm an Aquarius rising, and I actually have Mars in my Aries sign. But anyways, Mars in Aries. But anyways, maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know. Anywho, not about me. This is about you. So, but I'm just saying, maybe that will connect. But there is something here where I feel like you have the power and the strength to overcome any obstacles that are showing up along your path. And I feel like if there's been a lot of again, challenge, difficulty, maybe there's been a lot of intensity surrounding maybe other people or just situations in your life that have caused you to feel overwhelmed and stressed out and tired, and maybe still maybe wounded and still working on healing yourself. Just make sure you're taking that time out for yourself, Aquarius. If you are feeling tense or overwhelmed, overstimulated, whatever it may be, it's important to make sure you're taking that time out to rest and recoup and regenerate before moving forward. Because it's almost like I get this energy too, which won't be for everyone, but it's kind of like fight or flight energy. So I don't know if this is something you experience as far back as childhood, or if you've just been again, maybe have had, whether it's past, present, or potentially in the future, that there are situations that have just caused you to feel like you got to protect yourself, that you got to have your guard up in some way. And this could be in any area of your life, whether it's having to do with, your work, your spirituality, your relationships, and your home life. I mean, it literally could be anything, but you'll know where this applies for you. Let me get another card and see what clarification we can get. I'm burping now too, which is just a sign for me saying that there is some purging and letting go. This was coming up in Libra's reading as well. Actually, even in Gemini's reading. So it seems like it's a kind of air sign theme, but so I don't, just know that you're not alone and what you're going through. Maybe that's something that other people can support you. And wow, and then I pulled the Mercury card, which is literally Gemini energy as well. Mercury is ruled by Gemini and Virgo, which you could have in your chart or be dealing with one. But this is saying think, learn, network, and communicate. So again, I was strongly feeling this in the Mars energy, but of course it can apply to different areas, but especially having to do with other people, and not just one area. It could be friends, family members, co-workers, society at large, people on social media, whatever it may be. Maybe you have been in this kind of energy of needing to protect your energy or fight in a way, or prove your point. It doesn't have to be so insanely intense where you're really getting into fights and arguments with people like that. But it could just be frustrations, being stressed out, feeling annoyed, feeling overstimulated, like I was saying, and just needing to kind of cut away unnecessary stress, drama. And not to say that you're looking for these things, but as an Aquarius rising myself, we are very clear and outspoken with how we see things and our visions and our belief systems and what our truth is. And not everyone's going to see that, especially with the Mercury energy. When we're talking about a collective of people and multiple different groups of people. Even just for example, like just being in a classroom, right? Like everyone's going to have a different perspective and a different belief system and what they see as real or true or right and things like that. And yes, there's going to be people that resonate with you, but then there's going to be people that don't. So what I kind of feel also with the Mars energy is just saying, like, choose your battles wisely, Aquarius, and be like, use your energy wisely. Like, speak your truth, yes, of course, and express your opinion if you feel guided to, but leave it at that. Like, let the peanut gallery respond to it how they do. Just be mindful of not feeling like you have to get people to understand you or get you at all, like, because they don't. It's like I said, what I said, you can either take it or leave it, like, but it also doesn't have to be anything that's like turns into a negative thing. And if other people are doing that, try not to stoop to that level of energy, which is not really worth, going to battle for, because it's like at the end of the day, you're entitled to your perspective and point of view, and so are others. But obviously some people take it an extra mile and step on other people's toes or boundaries. And so again, protect yourself. I'm not saying you can't stand up for yourself. I'm just saying, like, if it's really affecting your energy and well-being, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever it may be, just be mindful of that and take some time out for yourself. So I hope all that made sense. Hopefully it wasn't too like convoluted, but let's see what the tarot has for you. So there's this energy of definitely rebalance, especially in your emotions, but also like learning to really put yourself first is what I feel. I feel with the Six of Cups coming through, there is something about like the past that may have come up, as we have had literally Mercury has been in retrograde in the sign of Cancer. So talking about your emotions, your home life, family, things like that could have been coming up from the past that have maybe been unresolved, and maybe that's partly why I was saying like something about fight or flight, maybe even as far back as your childhood, or just pent up energy that could be coming out sideways, especially dealing with other people, that you're needing to kind of like release this baggage that's on your shoulders, release this pent-up energy that could be coming out sideways if it's not being addressed. And so if there are people or situations or experiences that you have not been able to find peace in, forgiveness, even if people have done things that have been wrong to you, it's important to take that time out to learn the lesson with the Page of Pentacles, to take your time out to find, again, this energy of rebalancing. And the Page of Pentacles, again, talks about grounding yourself, having healthy habits. And so I feel like with this being a page energy can talk about new energy, a new beginning, things like this. And so I think it's like, again, this energy of taking time out for yourself to recognize the value of what you have learned in the past with these experiences, with these relationships, whatever it is, but also not holding on to the pain, sadness, disappointment, anger, frustration, resentment, whatever it is, that could be, I heard suffocating in my mind just now. So it could be suffocating you, or it's just, again, this energy of coming out sideways where you feel like, kind of like, I don't know if pissed off is the right way. I mean, it doesn't have to be that intense, but just like being maybe even triggered by things that are coming up in your life or with society and other people. It's like kind of looking through this certain lens of like, oh, this is just how people are because this is what my experience has been, so this just must be how the world is. But you don't have to choose to look at things that way. Like there's something about that emotional healing that you're able to really integrate the wisdom that you've learned from these lessons, that yeah, I experienced some bad shit, but I can rise above that, and I'm not going to let other people's behaviors and responses to me and my energy and what my truth is and what I'm putting out into the world. I'm just going to do me and let people do them. And I can find my own path that is going to be harmonious and that is going to be emotionally fulfilling, and be in a balanced energy too, so that you are attracting in balanced manifestations, meaning like, with this new beginning of the Page of Pentacles here, it's like it's time to let go of doing the same things over and over, expecting different results, or being closed off to like this higher perspective of like, how should I say, like closed off to like letting go. I guess it's probably the best way I can say that, because it's an interesting feeling I'm having, because I feel like life is trying to nudge you forward with the Knight of Cups here. The Knight of Cups is talking about being emotionally content and moving forward. Although I will say, in the typical illustration, the Knight of Cups has armor on. So it's kind of like this message of what I'm saying with the letting go energy is, and you even have the Three of Cups at the bottom of the deck too. So it's like you're being called towards a new community of people that are going to think and communicate and see very similar to you. It's like your soul family, your soul tribe, like-minded people who have also had experiences as heavy or intense or as challenging as maybe you have, Aquarius, but also have a very like-minded vision for the change that they want to see in the world. What kind of life that they want to live, that they want this harmony and togetherness and having love and support for one another, while sometimes having different perspectives or different opinions, that they are still able to come together and love and support. And even in situations where there may be some misalignment or things that may be miscommunicated, even, arguments happen, disagreements happen, especially having to do with relationships or groups of people. It's like things come up, but you don't, again, it's like that message I was saying at the beginning. You don't have to get everyone to get you or see things the way that you do. And again, not saying that you're trying to make people, but at the same time, you will know when you feel that energy of like, it's just trying too hard to get somebody to get you. It's just the simplest way that I can put it. And just be kind and as you are, and be understanding and supportive. And it's like, it's okay. We don't have to, agree, but it's like also at the same time having like core morals and values that do align with your energy, so that, even if there are differences of opinions or beliefs, that it's not like breaking the foundation of these connections. And you're also not wearing this armor where you feel like you're always having to watch out for somebody who doesn't have the best intentions, or that just doesn't have, again, the same morals and values, or the same kind of desire for what kind of life that you're wanting to live. I hope that's making sense. But I do feel like this is a time for you where there is like some release and relief that will be coming in for you, Aquarius, especially as we step into Leo season. I think it's just a time to like take a break, step away from social media, maybe, if you're feeling saturated, saturated, like I'm about to go take a shower and cleanse my energy and, take my ass to bed. And so it's just kind of that kind of thing. Like I just need to take a chill pill and go do something that's going to be entertaining or uplifting and calming and soothing, so that I can be refreshed and start again a new day and take what I've learned yesterday, but not holding on to anything that's still hurting me, and be able to move forward with love and compassion for myself and for others, however that makes sense for you. But anyways, I hope this helped you, Aquarius. Definitely let me know down below. Thanks for choosing me to read your energy. And until next time, have a blessed day.